Good afternoon. This is a news update on Dominion Television Ibadan. I am Osarenoma Saba. President Bola Tinubu has vowed to execute infrastructural developments in all zones of Nigeria. He spoke at the inauguration of the newly constructed rural road from A2 Junction, Abuja-Lokoja Expressway to Pai Community in Kwali Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory to mark his second year in office. Tinubu said he would continue to execute projects that would make Nigerians feel the touch of good governance under his administration. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested an ex-chief financial officer, CFO, of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Umar Issa, over an alleged $7.2 billion fraud linked with the rehabilitation of the Kaduna, Warri, and Port Harcourt refineries. The anti-graft agency also apprehended one Jimo Olasukomi, a former managing director of Warri Refinery. It will be recalled that Issa, as CFO, spearheaded the release of funds for the turnaround maintenance of the three refineries. Issa and all the key officials involved in maintaining the refineries and other NNPC key projects are being investigated for alleged abuse of office, corruption, diversion of funds, and contractor kickbacks. The National Security Advisor, NSA Nuhu Ribadu, has identified hunger and poverty as major drivers of insecurity across Nigeria, stressing that tackling them is essential to achieving lasting peace and development. Ribadu stated this at the National Security Seminar, which was organized by the Alumni Association of the National Defense College in Abuja. Ribadu, represented by the Director of Defense Affairs at the Office of the NSA, Major General Peter Mala, said that hunger and poverty are not merely social concerns, but they are catalysts for insecurity, crime, violence, and social disintegration. As Nigeria gears towards the 2027 general elections, the need for a credible and competitive opposition has been stressed, adding that without it, democracy becomes an empty promise. In this report, Dominion News correspondent Grace Aino takes a deeper look at the political shifts and reforms that could strengthen the opposition in Nigeria.
Parties and the ruling All Progressives Congress tighten its grip on power. Many are raising concerns about the future of Nigeria's multi-party democracy.
Other parties, yeah. So whether defection or not defection, there won't be one party system. Though the ruling party may end up having more members than others, yeah. But there will still be multi-party system.
It's not possible in the country. We are all exposed. A single person cannot change the policy without others being given the audience that let's go. So I'm very sure that coming election, something wonder, something special, something you don't expect will definitely happen. Except if the incumbents at the affairs of the presidency change the narrative for better.
The achievement of the administration of Tinubu within the first 2 years, we want to join them. Will APC now ask them, don't come and join us, so go back to where you are coming from? It is not possible. So it's never a one-party system. That one is always funny when people are saying we are tending towards one-party system. What is one-party system?
Over the past few months, high-profile members of the People's Democratic Party, Labour Party, and New Nigerian People's Party have abandoned their platforms, citing frustration, internal crises, or better prospects within the ruling party.
To go and impact the citizens positively, contributing their quota to the development of people. They should develop people, and I repeat, they should develop people, and they will see that they will become very strong.
It is by making sure that they change the narrative positively for the masses. And that is the reason, only way that the incumbent can still remain there.
PDP will survive beyond 2027 The party cannot just die like that. But it is not possible for them to take over the government from APC in 2027.
While the All Progressives Congress celebrates growing dominance, many Nigerians are worried about the health of democracy. They say a thriving democracy needs viable alternatives, not a political monopoly. Aino Grace, Dominion News.
Peter Abidemi Olaoluwa has stated that Nigeria's economy is gradually improving, although challenges remain. He highlighted a steady rise in external reserves and ongoing reforms in tax administration and exchange rate policies as signs of progress.
The situation of the economy is improving. I'm not saying has improved. Is improving. Continual present tense. Though it's hard, a bit hard on people, but we need to adjust. And at the end of the day, we will have. We have the right man up there. What we need to do is just to be patient with him and also to make sure we allow the policies to work seamlessly. That's what differentiates the Western world from this place. They have system and the system is working. So we also should allow the system to work here.
Olaoluwa emphasized the importance of patience, policy consistency, and systemic reform, urging citizens to support ongoing economic measures for long-term stability and growth. Governor Basi Otu of Cross River State has called on the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, to take urgent action on numerous development projects across the state that have been neglected for years. He made the call when the managing director of the commission, Dr. Samuel Owuku, called on him in his office in Calabar. Otu listed some of the long-neglected projects like the Youth Center in Akpabuyo, the Adiabo Ikoneto Road, the abandoned Ikom Medical Center. The governor also called for NDDC's intervention in refugee support, noting that the state currently hosts over 54,000 internally displaced persons. On the foreign scene, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni will seek re-election for another term in polls due early next year to extend his nearly four-decade rule. Although he was widely expected to run for office again, it is the first confirmation from his National Resistance Movement (NRM) party. Uganda will hold its general election in January, in which voters will also elect lawmakers. World Health Organization (WHO) Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has called for attack on health infrastructure to stop. Ghebreyesus stated this in the wake of the attack at the Al-Mujlad Hospital in West Kordofan, near the front line between the Sudanese army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, who have been fighting each other since the conflict broke out in April 2023. Over 40 people, including children and healthcare workers, were killed in the attack. Israeli rescuers have said that 3 people were killed in an Iranian strike, also reporting that new waves of missiles were heading for Israel after U.S. President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire between the two Middle East foes. Neither Iran nor Israel confirmed the agreement touted by Trump on ending the conflict that has killed hundreds in Iran and 24 in Israel. However, Trump had announced on his Truth Social that both countries had agreed to a complete and total ceasefire. The U.S. leader had said that the ceasefire would be a phased 24-hour process, beginning with Iran unilaterally halting all operations. Israel would follow suit 12 hours later. The Netherlands has said that it will provide Ukraine with 100 drone detection radars and 20 medical evacuation vehicles as part of a new €175 million aid package. Dutch Defense Minister Ruben Brekelmans said that the delivery of the radars, which will help identify incoming drones and relay data to air defense systems, and is expected to be completed by year-end. The Dutch Defense Ministry specified that 80 million euros of the package will go towards drone support through the International Drone Coalition. Now talking sports. Atletico Madrid forward Antoine Griezmann has lamented his side's elimination from the FIFA Club World Cup. Recall that Atletico Madrid were knocked out of the Club World Cup following their 1-0 victory against Botafogo. Griezmann scored the only goal of the encounter as Diego Simeone needed at least 2-0 against the Brazilian side to qualify